After we are done, we lie down in each other's arms for a while. Yusami eventually gets up and cheerfully dresses.
しかし、よく覚えていてくれましたね。
I'm surprised you remembered. She smiles. Remembered what?
10年も昔の話です。屋上で誓い合った2人で宇宙を手に入れるっていう。
Oh. The thing from 10 years ago. The promise we made to conquer the universe together. I'm pretty sure I never promised anything like that. I went to the Sanoo Corporation headquarters yesterday. I met a guy named Iwai on the rooftop there.
ああ、ゆうやさん。
You seem to be acquainted with him. Iwai Yuya. He's a young green employee at Sanoo. His family has been taking care of you, is that right? His father was one of Yusami Yoshinori's subordinates.
はい、こっちに引っ越してきた時、住む場所を紹介してもらいました。もう返しましたが、少しだけお金も借りたことがあります。
Yeah, when I moved back here, they introduced me to a place to live. I borrowed a little money from them too, but I've since paid it all back. Apparently Iwai's father respected yours quite highly.
仕事場では信頼の厚い人だったみたいなので。
Supposedly my dad was very trusted around the office. She looked down awkwardly. Anyway, this Iwai guy suddenly called out to me. He asked me if I'd been the kid who years ago had met a girl named Yusami right there on the rooftop. Iwai had come to Sano's headquarters to see his father too those days. Apparently he saw us a few times.
聞いてます。声をかけられて無視したこともありましたから。
That's what I hear. He says I ignored him when he talked to me at the time. He seemed like a really sincere guy.
ええ。ゆうやさんはいい人です。私に同情してくれています。
Yeah, Yuya-san is a nice guy. He sympathizes with me. Somehow her use of his given name got on my nerves. Anyway, while I was talking to him, I remembered the whole thing.
浅井さん、あなた、心因性健忘症にかかっているというのは本当ですか？
Adai-san, is it true that you have psychogenic amnesia? Psychogenic what?
いきなり記憶が飛んだりするような病気だそうです。
A condition which makes you lose your memories. It's true that I'm forgetful, but all I could do was laugh.
よく頭痛がひどいと。
You are always talking about having bad headaches. Did Akimoto diagnose me with that? I don't know. Doctors like to throw around serious diagnoses for the most trivial things.
とにかく、一度よく見てもらってください。
Well, you should see a doctor about it. I'd give it a thought when I have the time. I'll be busy with Gonzo's funeral and such for a good while.
やはり、お亡くなりになったんですね。
So, he really was killed. It still doesn't feel real to me. I feel like I'll get a call from him any second telling me to come report on the family business.
少し疑問があるのですが。
One thing still bugs me though. What?
あなたが病気にかかっているという話は、ゴンゾーさんから聞いたんです。
Well, it was Gonzo-san who told me you had that condition. You met with him?
つい昨日の晩に屋敷を訪ねました。ユキを許していただけるようお願いに上がったんです。
I went to his estate last night. I had intended to ask him to forgive Yuki. What the hell? You know good and well Gonzo doesn't take requests.
しかしすでにゴンゾーさんの興味はユキにはありませんでした。そこで電話がかかってきたんです。
It doesn't matter. Gonzo-san had already lost interest in Yuki. While I was there, though, there was a call for him. Wait a second. Was that?
あの電話はあなたからだったんですね。
That call was from you, yes? I think back on last night's events. After I left Sano's headquarters, my phone suddenly rang. I was dumbfounded. The call was from my brother, who was supposed to be dead. Maou said he had something to talk to me about, and that I should come to the harbor. It shook me up so much that I forgot my current status with Gonzo and reported it directly. I told him that I wasn't Maou, but now that I think about it, that was Maou's trap. He used me as bait to bring Gonzo to the wharf. Maou intended to kill both of us.
港ではどんな出来事が？
What happened on the docks last night? Gonzo brought his best man and waited for Maou. He seemed to realize that was a trap.
しかし、撃たれてしまった。
But in the end he was still shot. Yeah, when I showed up in a cab, he suddenly jumped out of his car. Huh? Yusami's face suddenly grew stern.
遠くからライフルで狙撃されたと聞きましたが。
I heard he was taken down by a long-range rifle. Yeah.
ゴンゾーさんは、浅井さんが現着するまで、車の中に身を隠していたんですか？
Was Gonzo's son hiding in the car until you got there? Probably. Gonzo's car windows are tinted pretty heavily, so it wouldn't be possible to aim for someone inside.
では、なぜ飛び出してきたんですかね？
Then, why did he jump out? Yeah, good question. Did he suddenly have fatherly feelings for Kyosuke? I have no idea.
わからない？
You're sure you don't know? She put on reproachful airs, but seemed to hide a touch of sadness in her eyes. It was a strange expression overall.
そうですか。
I see. What?
いいえ、きっと自ら身をさらけ出すことで、魔王の位置を探ろうとしたんでしょう。
Nothing. He must have tried to flush out Maou by acting as bait. Right, it's a possibility. His subordinates were fearfully quick to move after he went down. I'm not sure whether to call it brave or reckless. It's no wonder he was the boss. She stares firmly at me. What? Cut it out! My fingertips were trembling ever so slightly. No way. It couldn't be. It's true that I showed up unprepared, and I didn't even know Maou was aiming at us with a rifle, but... Kyosuke, if you show up unprepared, you're going to die. Those words tore through my eardrums and violently shook my entire body. No way. There's no way. Yep, he tried to protect you. In the end, the beast had fatherly feelings for you that were going beyond money and profit out of you. Gonzo's last moments are still fresh in my memory. Father! The beast fell to the ground. He stared at me with anger in his eyes. Stay back! When I tried to get closer, my knees shook. I'll call an ambulance! Shut up! The wounded beast wore intimidation, froze my body in place. Kyosuke, it was close. He foams from the mouth as blood spurts out. If I died just a little earlier, you'd have been able to go back to your mother's side. You... die? Don't be so rash! I couldn't believe it. I couldn't even imagine this mountain of a man would die before me. told my henchmen to chase Maou. I thought it was strange that no one came to help the boss as he lay dying. It was an impossibility to a Yakuza squad. Honor and duty flow through their veins. Is this the power of the organization you've created? I told them if they catch Maou, they'll get a reward. He seemed somehow happy about it all. Nothing in this world could withstand the assault of the temptation poised by money and power. Other Gonzo was likely satisfied on his deathbed, knowing that his life's philosophy was indeed a law of the cosmos. I offered 50 million. Now go. But... You've got a debt of 200 million, boy. You haven't forgotten it, have you? Is he talking about the debt now of all times? Nevertheless, other Gonzo's eye told me he'd crawl out from the depth of hell to take back that money. Get out of here, Kyosuke! No, there's no fucking way! I clench my fists and deny the possibility. Yusami, you can't spout those cute little fairy tales because you didn't know Gonzo. You better listen here. Gonzo was the type of asshole who could knock a man out the first time he met him, then guzzle down liquor as he watched him bleed. And then tell me to violate canon to tame her all in one sitting. And when Tsupagi's kid brother was kidnapped, he beat me silly. And he never saw canon as anything but a source of income. But right, and he was a demon to my mother too. He was Azai fucking Gonzo, a fearless cold-blooded son of a bitch. That night, I had stepped out of the taxi unprepared. Immediately thereafter, Gonzo fiercely roared at me. Surprised, I ducked down. Kyosuke! That's why he screamed that name. There's no way he'd forgive you for that outrage. Not a chance in hell. The manner in which he lived his life. No, the manner in which he died would never forgive it. Your delusions are blasphemy toward other Gonzo! If I don't deny her insinuation, I feel I go insane. Wow, and all that right after sex. In the several years I followed Gonzo, not once did he show an ounce of kindness. Every day, every goddamn day was about money. Livestock who couldn't provide were merely beaten. Last night I dashed away from my father as he submitted to his death throes. I left behind the man who beat me into this dark philosophy. Understood. 50 million, right? 50 million, right? Those were my last words to him. To the very end, it was about money. She's calling me. Oh man, okay, wait, I need a zip. Please, don't cry. I was kneeling on the floor with my hands clasped together. Please. Gonzo's image floated before my clasped hands, laughing at me from the farthest reaches of hell. Give me back my innocent child's eyes! Let me believe my horrific father protected his son at the very end. Please! Which is the truth, Gonzo? Did you jump out of the car just to settle your fight with Maou? Or could it be? A bestial war echoed through my mind. No, not a war. It was merely the wailing of a starving cub. I wailed and wailed, but my father never came back from the hunt. No matter how long I waited, he never came back. Alright, I guess I end this episode officially here then. Oh man, that was a doozy. I mean, white bag to the serious stuff. After a scene like that, where I left my ass off, it got super serious immediately afterwards. Oh, the joys pumped out of me as fast as it was there. In any case, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Stay tuned.